Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien on Sunday, December 3rd, 2023. Back online here in Michigan on my new uh, digs here at Maple Heights Senior Living in Allen Park, Michigan. Nice little room here, huh? Well, today's commentary is on the Israeli and Palestinian situation in Gaza and the West Bank for that matter. I see that the powers that be, otherwise known as the world community, they call themselves, I call them disaster, because you guys on this planet don't know how to really govern yourselves at all, period, or form a civilization. You haven't done that ever. There was one here a long time ago. You're talking about 30,000, 20,000 years ago. And it fought a disastrous war 70,000 years ago that destroyed basically the civilization that was here because you thought your archenemies, the Mushka. And originally, the Mushka was a reptilian race that, they were called this planet home for about a couple million years till they had to leave. Then they came back 70,000 years ago and found those stupid humans occupying their planet. Okay. Bitter war that lasted a decade. That's 10 years, people. Millions died on both sides. At that time, you had over 12 to 13 billion human beings here. Because you were, how would you call it? As you put the Indians in, reservation? And the people that controlled you, they, decided, hey, we used them for war. We bred them for war. We made a mistake and gave them intelligence. Oh, what a mistake that was. So we'll just call it, put them here, put this planet off limits, check it from time to time, and see how these stupid humans are. They haven't checked you in over 70,000 years because they figured that you guys got destroyed by the Mushka, which they know perfectly. We know them too because they're both our arch enemies. The human race or the humanoids that put you here, and you guys were a manufactured race. Really, there's like 5, 6 different races that make up your humanoid appearance. We're not related, although we look similar, but we're not related to you. But anyway, like I said, you guys almost destroyed your planet and your solar system. You destroyed one planet, planet number 5. And over the millennia and eons, since 70,000 years ago, you always fought over land and territory because that's what your ancestors that produced you wanted you to do because they always fought over territories and they consider themselves the galaxy's conquerors. Well, there's a few civilizations, including ours, our Federation, put a stop to that, and we have limited them to their territory, and it's shrinking. We've had numerous wars with them, numerous wars with the Mushka, because that's all they understand. Force. and war. You guys don't even understand war. And this is the problem with the Gaza and Egypt and Israel, Jordan. You guys made this up assuming, and you know what happens when you assume, and here's the problem. All through the centuries, going back to your documented history that you know of, the first battle in that area took place in about 1250 BC between the Egyptians and the Hittites. And they both fought to a stalemate, and they both claimed victory. But they set up a treaty. We don't want this land. Neither one of them wanted, so it became a no man's land, and it stayed that way till today. People have conquered it over the centuries after 1250 BCE, but it's always been a pain in the neck. Israel doesn't exist today because Israel ceased to exist in 722 BCE. And the other province, Judea, ceased to exist in 586 BCE. Those people were moved all over the place. Some of them moved back for another 500 years. And then the Romans decided, hey, these guys are a pain in the neck again. So they decided to them out of that area. And for the next 2,000 years, wow, you know what happened. Other people have come to that area. They came before and they came after. Then you had the British and the French go in there and set up the Suez Canal in 1869 and control Egypt. The Palestine area was controlled by the Ottoman Empire under the Turks. When that empire ceased to exist after World War I, you created an entity called the League of Nations, and they gave the mandate of Palestine to Britain. Boy, the British have caused a lot of problems over the centuries. America, Australia. Oh boy, have they caused a lot of problems. Hong Kong, yeah. See what I mean? British have always been all over the place. Canada, oh, that's their major problem. Yeah. So they decided that, hey, when we control the Palestine, we'll say that this is a home for the Jewish people because they're causing a problem all over Europe, including ourselves. So they allowed the Jewish people to come back into, they're called the ancestral lands. Needless to say that the ancestral lands were controlled by a people that were descendants of the Jews from Ur with Abraham, but, they went their own separate ways, and they were now Muslims. Arabs, they spoke Arabic. The Jewish people didn't speak Hebrew, they spoke Yiddish. Okay, so, Israel was a thing of the past. But they decided, hey, let's bring back Israel. The British government and the French government and all the others decided, okay, we'll do a partition because Britain was trying to get rid of its colonies that were causing it problems, i.e. India and Palestine. So in 47, they gave India independence, but they caused a problem by splitting it into the Hindu and the Muslims. So you had Pakistan and India, East Pakistan, West Pakistan, and India, and the British India subdivision. Oh, well, we'll do this the same with the Palestine. We'll create a Israel, and we'll create an Arab state. And, oh, wow, we got people here that belong there, but, oh, I know, we'll give this strip over to Egypt, the Gaza Strip. We'll put all the Arabs over there. We'll give the this area here in the West Bank of the Jordan over to Jordan, and we'll make it the West Bank and make Jordan look like a hatchet if you look on the map. That created wars that we have since then. And the problem is Americans. No matter if it's the Israelis and the Palestinians, the Egyptians and the Hittites, the Assyrians and the Hebrews, or the Phoenicians and Philistines, or whatever it was in there. There's a lot of battles that went there that are not recorded in history. But you got a problem here because that land belongs to no one. It's not Jewish, it's not Arab, it's Palestine. And if they were here, Hattusis the First and Ramses the Great or Ramses the Second of Egypt can tell you, oh man, this land cost us a big pain in the neck back in 1250 BCE. The Assyrians, they can tell you that after they conquered Israel in 722 BCE. And Nebuchadnezzar can tell you after he conquered Judea in 586 BC. Yeah, they sure did. If they were alive today, they would be number one against this stupid thing that you guys are creating. What you need to do is create a territory where you tell the people, you got to learn how to coexist. This land is not yours. We created this mess and we have to figure out a way out of it. But I haven't seen anybody try to figure a way out of it. This is your favorite alien, speaking as an alien from another planet, saying, you guys have a thinking that we had and our ancestors had millennia ago. And we got rid of it because it caused us huge problems. Almost cost us our civilization. Would it cost yours? Probably. Good day.